Hey, we're excited to have you in the studio today. You got up early this morning and enjoyed us today. Mr. Bill Mullarky, how you doing today?
Good, thanks.
Now you're from a town in Pennsylvania I didn't quite recognize. Where in Pennsylvania is that located?
It's South Central Pennsylvania.
South Central. Okay. So no big cities really close by, or what?
Not really. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland are about an hour away.
So not too far there, though. So what primary of a community is it? Is it a industrial working community, or is it a farming community, or just a bedroom community, or what really is the town like?
There's some farming, and there's a lot of industry, like workers that go to plants and factories to build things.
I got you.
Manufacturing.
So did you get your start in music while you were young and in high school or junior high or stuff?
Yeah, I played in high school, but I didn't really perform much. I was kind of nervous, and my sister was like in all school productions and stuff, and I was kind of, nervous because I didn't want to follow in her shadow, or so I didn't really play out too much until I went to college, pretty much.
And where'd you go to college at?
I went to West Virginia University.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that Mountaineer. Yeah, I like that. I like that too. And so, how far was Morgantown from where you grew up at?
About 2.5 hours.
Oh, so not that far. In Texas terms, that's not that far.
No, definitely not in Texas terms. Definitely not.
Yeah, somebody was talking on the show the other day, and they were living in the Boston area, but they played this place, this place. I said, people in Texas terms, that's an hour drive for anyway around there. Not very far. Not very far.
Yeah.
And so did you start performing open mics, or what did you get a band together, or how did you start performing first?
I just started playing with, found a group of people to play music with in Morgantown, and just started going out to open mics at Irish pubs and coffee shops and wherever I could. Had
you already been writing songs before then?
No, not really.
Not really, huh?
No.
So what kind of spurred that songwriting on? I mean, had you always been a good writer, or did you write journals and stuff like that?
A little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I just
felt this time, huh?
Yeah, felt inspired, and song's a great way to express yourself. So
you betcha. Well, let's hear one of your great songs right now.
Okay.
And tell us a little bit about it before you play, please.
This is a song. This is just a love song. I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm trying to work on it, and hopefully it's getting somewhere. But yeah. Magic love, not that. Tragic love is all that I will ever find with you. No longer afraid to go all the way and follow my heart and soul through. Do you feel? Do you feel? Do you feel the way I do? It's hard to explain, beautiful and strange, the way that our little worlds dance around. And if this ideal love could eternally be real love, I'd give my all in everything just for you. Do you feel? Do you feel? Do you feel the way I do? Do you feel? Do
Mullarky. Bill Mullarky.
Beautiful.
Oh, sounds good.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
So I got to ask, is the sister still performing?
She does a little bit. She's a school teacher.
Oh,
and
well,
she has-
to me, you got to stand up and perform every day when you're a school
That's right.
teacher. Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
And where does she live at?
She lives right outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, yeah. Still in Pennsylvania there for sure. So did you get your degree from West Virginia?
I went to school for about 5 years and I didn't graduate.
Oh, you almost sound like me. I finally had to get mine though, but it took me a while to get there. Now, so at the end of that 5 years, is that when you decided to move to Austin, or did you go somewhere else first?
I lived in Morgantown for another year and then just worked and hung around, still playing music and starting to write songs by that point. And then I finally decided to move to Austin and just try to play as much as I can.
Now Morgantown has got a little music scene going on there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Pretty good one there. Yes.
Yeah, they got some bluegrass and some local bands and like alternative rock bands. There's a venue called 123 Pleasant Street where all the bands used to come through town, and nice taste of music there. Yeah.
So growing up, I mean, you saw a lot of school productions and stuff like that. Did you actually get out and get to be able to see bands when you're in high school, or would that come later when you're in college?
The first concert that I was all about, and the reason I started playing guitar was I was really influenced by Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, you betcha. Yeah.
So I saw Dave 4 or 5 times in high school, and that was the pinnacle of like every summer was going to see Dave, definitely with some friends and family.
So after leaving Morgantown and coming to Austin, did you know anybody in Austin when you moved down here?
Nope, I just drove down with a car full of stuff to live, and I didn't have anywhere to. I didn't have an apartment lined up, and I just slept in my car for about a week, and then I eventually sublet an apartment and found a place to live about three years ago.
That was brave.
That was. We had a guy from Michigan that talked about that he stayed on Ann Arbor Street or something in Austin because it made him feel like home. That's where he parked his car at night. Yeah. So, for a while. But you've definitely made friends now because we talked about we had some mutual friends with the Night Blues. I actually had seen you at one of their shows. I think you played that night, actually. Did you not?
Yeah.
You 29. I had trouble remember that. That's the name of that place. Wasn't it?
CU29.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. CU29. That's it. Yeah. So been out and about and making friends in Austin and all that kind of good stuff there. How has that been? Have you been able to get gigs and all that kind of good stuff?
It's been a grind. It's always a grind trying to get gigs and I remember trying to get the very first gigs was really hard. But once you get your foot in the door and you just show that you're a professional and you can start getting gigs from the same venue like multiple times and
now
residencies.
Now, have you tried your luck at busking yet?
I have. It's tough business, busking. Yeah.
Well, and your voice is not the one that could play over the din of a cars going by either. I mean,
right.
I think that'd be pretty tricky for you.
Yeah, if I would have to yell and.
Oh man! Well, let's hear another song. You got another one for us here?
Sure. This is a song about a road trip I took about 1.5 years ago with a friend of mine through the American Southwest and went to Reno, Nevada, and California and Colorado, and this is a song I wrote when I got back to Austin, and it's called The Road. Along a highway on a summer day west of Austin, I wandered on with the American dream in my mind, and I smiled for about 100 miles. It felt good to roam free for a while, and the road can be good for a soul when the worries of life take their toll. I follow it down wherever it goes with the flow, but slow, 'cause you ought to know it's a long road. It's a long road. It's a long road It's a long, long road. I thought this life ain't as hard as it seems when you float along like an eagle in the breeze by the beach in sunny California. You start to see some easy going's good for ya. And I met a joker near Reno, Nevada, and he tried to trick me to trade him for my soul. And although amused, I refused to pay him any dues. But now I'll never know if heaven or is real. So believers keep on believing, while the dreamers keep on dreaming. Somewhere in between, that's where you might find me, as long as I see a place for you to be. On the long road, the long road, the long road, the long, long road. I made a fire near Zion Canyon, and I sat under the stars shining bright. Was reminded of a tall tale my father used to tell, so I laughed and cried till I saw the morning light. Then I breathed in some Rocky Mountain air, and the people were friendly to me there. We danced and sang and romanced and drank till all the drinks of the drinks got drank up. And the believers kept on believing, while the dreamers kept on dreaming. And somewhere in between, that's where your love found me, with all you need for us to live happily. For the long road, the long road, the long road, the long, long road.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Bill Mullarky. Man, what a great song that is. Man, that's great.
Really great.
We got to take a little break at the bottom of the hour and pay a few bills. We'll be right back with more Bill Mullarky. Don't go anywhere. And we're back over easy with Coach. And, of course, got the beautiful and talented, incredible Chrissy with me today. Try to say it again.
What's that? Oh, what? He just, I said he kind of reminds me of a throwback, like Simon and Garfunkel, but he's just got something.
Yeah, he does.
I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, I mean, loving this.
Yeah,
loving the music.
that's what I say. I kept trying to say, hey, he sounds like, but he doesn't. He's got his own sound, but it is so good
Definitely
and
own
so
sound,
similar to that. Now, for our musician friends that are listening in out there, what kind of guitar are you playing there?
This is some kind of Yamaha.
Some kind of Yamaha.
Yeah.
You're not a guitar guy, huh?
Not too much of a guitar guy, no. Let's see here.
You had it a while?
Probably about 5 years.
Oh, that's a pretty good while there. Pretty good while.
It's got a gorgeous tone to it.
And how long have you been
Thank
in
you.
Austin? I didn't ask that question.
About 3 years.
About 3 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so how can people find out more about you? You got all the social media and a website and all that kind of good stuff?
Sure, yeah. BillMullarky.com, and my last name is Mullarky, Mullarky.
Yeah, and I made the mistake of trying to spell it M-A for a couple of times before I wised up there, yes.
Yeah, an Irish last name.
Yeah.
There. And at Bill Mullarky on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff.
And you got 2 CDs out that people can buy. Where can they find those things at?
I have 2 CDs that you can buy, like a physical version from me, or Spotify and iTunes, Bill Mullarky
Awesome.
on there as well.
Now you say from me, are you got any gigs coming up?
I do, yeah. I'm playing August 18th at Red Horn Coffee in Cedar Park, Texas.
Oh, okay. I know. When you said Red Horn, I wasn't familiar with that, but that's up in Yankee Land, up in North Austin.
Okay,
Yeah, Cedar Park.
way
Yeah,
north.
okay, yeah, yeah. And where else you got? You got anything else coming up?
August 8th, I will be at Hole in the Wall in Austin.
Awesome. Yeah, love the old dive venue there. You know, it was around even when I was in college a long time ago. Yeah. So it's a great little venue there. Any other ones? I don't want to put you on the spot, but I felt like I cut you off.
Next, so not this upcoming Thursday, but the Thursday after that, I'll be at CU29 on Brazo Street in downtown Austin.
Yeah, kind of close to the Driscoll over there too. Yeah,
Yep, right by the Driscoll.
Got a parking garage right beside it, so yeah, that's always handy for us old folks. You know, we like that. You don't have to walk very far. Yeah, even though I got lost in the maze of that parking garage, that's another story though. So when you already talked about being inspired to write music and stuff, is that the way it works for you? You think of a phrase or you think of a melody and then you build it from there? Are you a person that can just sit down and write a song? I mean, are you disciplined or you get up and write every morning or something like that?
I definitely don't get up and write every morning. It's just kind of like I'll be playing guitar and just repeating a part over and over again, whether it's chords, and then I'll just start singing gibberish over top of it, and eventually kind of words start to form. It's not really I'm not a very good writer, I don't think. I just like playing music a lot.
Now, I meant to ask you about that last song there too, just the way you talked about the Zion Canyon and stuff like that. Were you camping during that portion of it?
Yeah, camped in Zion National Park.
Yeah,
nice.
It's beautiful watching
stuff.
The sun come up over the canyon.
Yes. That definitely can be inspiring there too. Yes. And are you somebody that was raised camping or something, or is that kind of a new experience for you also?
I was raised camping. Yeah. Going out to the river and going fishing and camping. That was a part of my childhood.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
It's such cheap entertainment.
It's the best. Yeah.
Our kids didn't know any better. We were bringing them up. We did a lot of camping. We didn't realize how cheap entertainment that is. And stuff like that. So what's up next for Bill? I mean, you working on a new CD? You writing a lot of songs? I mean, we obviously heard a new song that doesn't even have a name yet on the very first song.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of self recording and producing right now. I probably have like a 6 or 8 song EP that's like pretty much done, but I'm not in any rush to release anything, so I'm just taking my time, and I'd like to go on a winter tour through the East, and so I'm just planning those things right now.
Now, have you gone back to your old hometown and put on a concert there since you've
I have
been away?
a couple times, yeah, and it's been a lot of fun because I'll have school teachers and old friends come out, and it's just kind of like a family and friends thing that's really special.
Well, that's
and fun.
pretty cool.
That's
That's
really
pretty
cool.
And is there a venue in your hometown that is suitable to play, or do you just play in the front yard?
Wherever I can find. Last time I played at this little coffee house right downtown on the square, and there's a couple of bars that I've played at as well.
That's cool. That is really cool. Well, let's hear another song.
All right. Well, this song's kind of a funkier, jazzier one, and it's just about celebrating life and not sweating the small things. It's called The Celebration. Every day we get a little bit closer to where we're gonna go, where we're gonna go. It's a big blue world we're floating on in our galaxy, and there's a lot to see. There's a lot to see. Round the world, we're on our way. So celebrate and have a good time. No need to worry, no time to waste. Everything's in place to have a good time. 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 With every step, we get a little bit better at becoming who we're gonna be. Who we're gonna be. And everything is happening in our lives. Look at it pass us by. Look at it pass us by. Round the world, we're on our way. So celebrate and have a good time. No need to worry, no time to waste. Everything's in place to have a good time. 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 Have a good time.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, Bill Mullarky. That sounds so good there.
It does. And you say you're not much of a songwriter, but you tell really good stories
Thank you.
in your songs.
I'm not one to talk myself up. I'm not a good self-promoter.
There's a lot of there's a lot of musicians that aren't very good self-promoters there. It is. That's a tough business to be when you got to be a self-promoter and you're not very, you're a little shy about it there. Yeah, also. Anybody? I mean, you obviously talk about an older sister. Is it just y'all two in the family, or is there any other brothers or sisters?
There's another sister, oldest sister, Erin, and yeah.
She ended up being a school teacher also?
She is a school teacher. Yeah. Yes,
Are your parents teachers?
my mom's a social worker.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So that's almost like a teacher, yeah.
Yep.
Same pay grade. Oh, man. Well, you sound so good. I mean, we loved having you on the air today, and we got another song in there for sure. But any shout-outs you want to make? Anybody you want to say hi to that might be listening in?
I might as well just go ahead and shout out my mom and my stepdad.
Oh, you betcha.
Ed.
You betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
And are they still living in the same town in Pennsylvania?
They live in Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania, and yeah.
No, that wasn't the name I read.
Well, I put Gettysburg.
Oh, okay.
Because people have heard of Gettysburg through the Battle of Gettysburg.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, so
Maybe I read what was the name of the high school? Maybe that's what I read.
Waynesboro?
That's what I read.
Waynesboro,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I read. Yeah. So you actually weren't, there wasn't a town called Waynesboro, or you weren't just living in that town?
there is a town called Waynesboro. That's like the town where I grew up.
I got you.
Blue Ridge Summit's just like a little suburb of Waynesboro.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well, glad you explained that then. All right. Well, like I said, we got time for another song. You got another one in you?
Sure, yeah. I'll do, this one's called The Last Waltz. Go wander the seven seas, climb the Alps, Himalayas, Blue Ridges, and the Andes. Read Tolstoy, the Torah on the road to the Tao Te Ching. Go fall in love, then out of love, back in love as much as you need. Just save a waltz for me, and I will wait for you, and I will understand anything and everything you do. Your soul, your spirit, your mind, and your body are free. So find or lose yourself, try and soothe yourself. Learn Tai Chi, Tai Bo, Taiwanese, or how to tie-dye t-shirts. Go samba, go swing, go polka, go drop and lock it. Just save a waltz for me, and I will wait for you, and I will understand anything and everything, even the love that I might
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Bill Mullarky. Oh,
Great
man.
job.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. And if you don't mind just hanging out for just a second, and maybe you can answer Chrissy's pop quiz question here as we wrap things up here.